Welcome back to the program. I'm joined by NBA experts and enthusiasts Alex Sherron and Billy O'Riordan. Guys, we know that the Heat are struggling, so that leaves open this question. Which team is the best in the East? Billy, start with you.
It's got to be Boston. They were the best team at the end of the season last year, and tell me they don't have a chip on their shoulder after everyone's been talking about Miami and their deals, Chicago getting Boozer. No one talks about the best and deepest team in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics.
You know why they don't talk about them? Because they haven't played anyone of significance yet. The Chicago Bulls, on the other hand, this is my team. Right now, they don't have the best record, but that doesn't matter because they've played the best teams. You look at their circus road trip that they just went on, and before that, they played the Magic before that. Then they went over to the West. They played the Nuggets,
Then
the Lakers.
Lost to Boston.
Oh, well. They have had the toughest schedule out of any team, and right now they are one of the top teams in the East.
That's nice that they had the toughest schedule, but that doesn't
Do you know
make
who's
them
coming
the
back
best.
next week? Do you know who's coming back next week? Carlos Boozer. He is going to make that team significantly better, much better than Taj Gibson. Both of them can play.
No,
Joe
I'll give you
Noah, this team is great.
I gotta say, the Bulls look very good, but I gotta go with Billy on this one. The Celtics are just so deep that they're almost impossible to stop.
And the Bulls aren't.
Now, what team in the Southwest, another very competitive division, will have the best record, Alex?
This is a team that reminds me a lot of the Suns team from last year. The San Antonio Spurs. And people like to say this team is old, but they don't realize the Lakers are old. That's an old team. Not one person on that starting five is under 30 years of age. The Spurs, their oldest player is Tim Duncan. He's 34. But the rest of the team, they are deep. DeJuan Blair is playing great. Antonio McDyess, he's playing good.
You know, unfortunately, I gotta go ahead and agree with you too. I was one of those people who said they were too old. It was past their prime. It was going to be Dallas or New Orleans, but they keep winning. It was going to be New Orleans. They were undefeated, but look at this. They're 5-4 on the road. San Antonio 7-0. Dallas 6-1. It's got to be San Antonio. They keep winning.
So neither of you is taking the hottest team in the league right now, the Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks haven't played anyone.
Maybe if they get that Brendan Haywood virus
They
out.
will get there.
Maybe.
I'm saying Dallas will overtake the Spurs during the course of the season. Now, who is your early season MVP? There's definitely a lot of guys out there. Billy, who's your early season MVP?
You know, I'm always arguing about this because you have to define MVP to pick one. Is it the most valuable player to his team? Is it this? Is it that? I don't think it's the team. You'd have 10 MVPs. The way I look at it, what team is dominating right now and what player on that team is dominating? And it is Pau Gasol on the Los Angeles Lakers.
Kobe Bryant is the best player on that team. You can't be the
Not this
MVP.
year.
You can't be
Not
the
this
MVP
year.
if you aren't the best player on your team.
It's the year of the Twin Towers. It's Pau Gasol.
Whatever, you got Kobe. You can't. All right, I'm just ignoring that completely because your argument is ludicrous. I am going with Derrick Rose. He's the best player playing the best right now. His team is doing great, all because of him. His team is playing great because of him. They are winning because of him. Fast doesn't lie.
I disagree with you both. I'm taking Chris Paul because you take him away from the Hornets and they are nothing. Where Derrick Rose will have Carlos Boozer, he's got these other guys around him. So I'm taking Chris Paul. We have to take one last commercial break, but when one-on-one returns, it's time to move into the hurry-up offense. Don't go anywhere.